I'm ready. It didn't seem like that hard of a lesson.
Well, okay, what I had problems with is figuring out how to put the data into SPSS.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out how to do that either.
I had to watch the tutorial video, which showed how to do it. So first it showed it how to do it in Excel, and then it showed it how to do it in SPSS.
Where's that tutorial video?
It's with the preparation materials, but it's the tutorial. So not the two videos that go with like where you go with the online textbook, but the one that goes after you've worked through. It's on in that little folder, and it just says tutorial video. It's like 12 minutes long. Watch like the first minutes just to get to the SPSS part, and then he shows you how to do it. But I was like, what? So, Marie.
I'm good, thank you.
All right.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Okay, let's go ahead and start then. The next 7 questions use the following. Public opinion surveyed a simple random sample of 1,000 voters. Respondents were classified by gender, female, male, and by voting preference, Republican, Democrat, or Independent. The results are presented here. In this set of questions, we look for the research question: do men's voting preferences differ slightly from women's voting preference? Use a level of significance 0.05. Which set of hypotheses is appropriate for addressing the research question?
I put C, the very last one.
Okay, what's the difference between independent and not independent? He didn't really go over that.
Well, the gender, so the two variables have to be not affect each other. So the gender and the voting in this case can't affect each other. So the null hypothesis for this type of test is always variables are independent.
Okay.
Always.
And then you're seeing they are related.
In the null, in the alternate hypothesis, it always has to be that they're not independent. Yeah.
That they are related.
Never say they're dependent. You can only say they're not independent.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So that's what I got with C. What do you think, Marie?
Yeah, I got C.
Okay.
Because it said it at the bottom of the lesson.
So what is the equation for computing the degrees of freedom?
I got
-1, -1.
Yeah, so the C again. So we have to figure out the degrees of freedom. So we have to put it into the SPSS. Holy cow.
We have to make like our own chart.
Well, you have to put it into the SPS, you load it in, and then you have to run the test. So you have to weight the cases. So after you put it in, then you have to weight the cases, and then you have to do the test. So I made a chart. I made a thing for party, a thing for gender, and a thing for count.
You made a column, right?
That's what I meant. Sorry. A row, a column.
Wait a minute. You made it by, why would you make it by gender?
Well, because the question is, does men's voting preferences differ from women's? So it's men's, the gender variable and the voting variable.
Okay, then I'm doing the wrong
It's okay. Let's look at it again.
No, I'm
This
sorry,
is-
because
You're fine.
sorry, I apologize, I opened up the chiropractor, so I'm like,
Gotcha.
well then I'm just gonna do this.
Instantly works. We can't watch it. So it just takes time. Let's stick it in there. Let's see. So
Did you label them?
have. Pardon?
Did you label them?
Yeah, if after you put in your data, if you go to variable view, then you can label each column. Label the party column, you can label the gender column, and you can label the count. Because in the lesson it said to label the numbers count, but whatever you want, just as long as you remember what it is.
I need to watch that tutorial. So you just copied the chart, right?
Well, I put.
Or did you just copy the numbers?
Well, I just had to manually input the numbers in. Was in.
You didn't write anything in?
I know. I had to input everything in by itself. And then you have to weight the cases.
I got
So-
2 for the degrees of freedom.
Please?
2.
Yep, I got 2 as well. And then you have to see. Okay, so do you need help, Michael, with that?
I think. Okay, wait, the data. Where is that?
Well, they just give you the chart, and so you have to manually input all that data in.
I did.
Mail.
I just did.
Okay, good. So it's in. So then
Yes.
weight the cases.
No.
Okay. Let's see. You go to right at the top, and then you click at the very bottom. You click weight cases, and then window, and you're going to need to click the little button by the weight cases by, and then you can move your count column box, and then click OK or continue.
Okay, what's my count column box?
Do you have it? Do you have your count label for your data?
I have what the data on the quiz looks like.
Okay, so did you put it into SPSS?
Yeah.
Okay, so you should have 3 columns in your SPS. You should have a gender column, you should have a party column,
I
and
have
you should.
female and male.
Okay, so female and male should be in gender column. So you should have 3 females. So 6 total, because you've got female Republicans, Democrat Republicans, and independent. Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah.
Female Republicans, female Democrats, and female independents. Male Republicans, male Democrats, and male independent. So you have to line those up. So your party column has to have Republican, independent, Republican, Democrat, independent. It's got to have 6 because you need a Republican and a Democrat and an independent for each female.
I'm so lost. SPSS is okay. I'm just gonna
Okay.
restart. But
No problem.
let's restart on. So then, because I'll watch the video after. Yeah.
It's. I had to watch the video and I had to watch it really slowly and pause it. So because each set of variables they give you is different, right? And so it was like you had to. I had to figure out, okay, what goes in what column, and what do I call it? So I got, and then the next question is if the requirements were met for the test. And so it should bring up a little chart that tells you if your criteria are met. In this case, it's yes, because there are at least 5 expected counts in each cell. So do you agree, Marie?
Yes.
Okay, you're being very quiet. Don't be afraid to tell me I'm wrong.
No,
I'm
you're right.
okay. And then, and they just want the test statistics. Okay, so it's called chi-test statistic. Did you get, what did you get?
869.731.
869.731. Okay, so mine, I just got 16.024. So what is wrong with my? So are you looking in the box, the chi-test box?
You know what? I take that back. It is 16.204.
Okay, it's kind of tricky.
No, because I just forgot to hit enter.
Oh, okay. Okay, so that's right. Okay. And then I have so then we have to use that same, yep. What do you got?
0.0003.
Yeah.
P-value.
So then
point
do we do 0.00 or just put 0?
Oh, because she says round to 3 decimals. So we just put, I don't know.
I'll put 0.000.
Just put 0, but let's see what happens.
Maybe it accepts both.
Okay.
Well, I put 0.003, so one of us, we each put a different answer. So if we,
Well, it should be
whoever gets it right.
0.0003, right? 0.0003. Okay.
Right. So it's 3 zeros and then a 3. That's the p-value, correct? That's what you got.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
but even if you round it to 3 decimals, you wouldn't round it to 0.003.
No, I know. I put 0.0003.
Oh.
I
Okay.
put that
Okay.
in just in case that we cover all our
You added the
bases.
3. Okay.
Yeah.
So then, since the p-value is so low in question 9, we're supposed to reject the null because the p is low. Reject the null. P-value. We just need to pick which
It's
statement.
the last one. There's sufficient evidence to suggest that gender and voting preference.
Actually, I think it's A. I think it's A because we're rejecting the null, and that is the null. We have to go with the, so we have to, which is that they're not independent. Now, that's what I got from the lesson. So let's see.
I would agree too.
We have sufficient evidence to show that the variables are not dependent.
Right, because the alternative is true. Okay.
And now we get to use data, which would have been really nice to be able to do in a lesson today, to just have the data already in there.
Yeah, now maybe I'll understand what to do now.
Kenny,
so now we just we just have to put the chiropractor.save in there. Okay, yay, data. It's already loaded up for us. Yay. So we just have to weight the cases first, right?
Okay, now you're going to have to go through that with me.
Okay, no problem. So here's what you do. You're going to go to your data chart, right? You're going to click on data at the top.
Okay.
And then at the very, very bottom of that list is await cases.
Okay.
And then you click on that, and then when that little window opens, you have to click the little circle right by wait cases by the count over to that box.
Why are we moving the count box?
Because it's going to weigh our cases by numbers. The numbers. SPSS only really understands numbers. So we have to weight the case and by the numbers. So, and then you click OK. It's going to bring an output box up, but it doesn't really have anything in it. So we need to go back to our and click on Analyze. And then click on Descriptive Statistics. On cross, do you see it where it says cross? What does it say? Cross bar? No.
Cross tabs.
And then you click on that, and then it's going to open a window, and it's going to say, okay, which one do you want in your row, and which one do you want in your column, for your reason, and you into one, and you move over your location into the other one. Click OK. You want to go up and click the statistics button. Tell me if I'm going too fast.
You're good.
Okay, so click statistics, and it opens up a window, and you want to click the Chi test, right? So it's going to be, it looks like Chi T, but it's not. It's Chi test. And then you're going to click continue on the bottom.
Okay.
Or OK. And then before you click the final OK, you want to click your little bar, cluster, show cluster bar graph. There's a little box right down at the bottom that says cluster. Okay, and then let it load up your data into your. Just give it a second, and you should on that output you should have a chi-square test box that's going to give you okay, and so your test statistic is the square value. Mine says 7.436.
Okay, so the top row.
Yeah, it says Pearson chi-square. What is yours? Does yours say that, Marie, too?
No, it says 2,641.
So that's probably too big for a value for a test statistic. Which chart are you looking at? Are you looking at the chi-square test chart?
I am.
Okay. So that might be wrong. I got 7.436 as my test statistic, and then I've got a p-value. What are your degrees of freedom?
8.
Or what are yours, Marie?
8.
You have 8 too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm gonna guess that is wrong, but so we might want to do that with you if you.
I'm doing it over. I understand.
Okay.
I'm doing it over.
Okay. So the p-value is going to be in the significance. It says two-sided. So it's going to be so we only really use that first row of this chart. So the p-value is the 0.490. These tests are always two-sided because it's either yes or it's no. So they're always two-sided.
That makes it easier.
I got 7. I'm just going to put those numbers in. 7.436 is our test statistic. And then the p-value is, what was it? 0.490. 0.490 p. No. Okay, so that p-value is almost the level of significance, isn't it? It's like just barely under.
No, it's way bigger.
Oh, you're right. It is. I'm looking at it wrong. Yay! That's why. That's why I'm not very good at math, because I can't think. So it's huge. So if the p is high, keep the guy, right? Keep.
Which means there's sufficient. No, which means there's insufficient.
So there is insufficient evidence to suggest that motivation
is not independent.
Let's see. Well, no, because our null is that they are independent, right? So
yeah. So the insufficient and the not independent, they are independent.
Okay. Sufficient evidence to suggest motivation. Yeah. I think that. I think that's right. I think it's got to be B.
Am I thinking that right?
There's only one that fits, right? Because it should be there is insufficient evidence to suggest that motivation to the chiropractor is not independent of the location.
It's only
wait.
the template.
Why it doesn't make any? It hurts my brain to think about these things. So I think it's B, like you said. There is insufficient evidence to suggest that motivation to visit a chiropractor is not independent. Okay, yeah, you're right. I think it's B. What do you think, Marie?
I would agree.
Everyone seem right if we're on the same track.
Have you been able to? Let's see.
Okay, so the one question where it was round to 3 decimals, number 8.
Okay.
It's 0.0003.
What was the answer to question 5?
5 is degrees of freedom are 2.
Oh, I thought you guys said 1.
Okay, so for question 8, I just put 0 and it came up right as well.
Yeah, and I put 0.00 and it came up right.
Okay. Is there any others that we missed?
No, that's it. Right.
Yay!
Not that I have. Hey, so I'm just recopying all these answers.
Good grief.
A 8, 7.436, 0.49, and B. Now I can go and watch the test review that we had yesterday. On Tuesday.
I haven't watched that yet either.
I haven't watched it either.
It's like an hour and 20 minutes. So I was like, okay, I'll watch this later.
Time. Maybe I'll listen to it on the way home.
Oh, gotcha. Marie, so you're saying that you put 0.003 and it still came up right?
0.0003, yes.
Okay. Isn't that interesting? Right. Okay. Well, that's good to know because sometimes I'm really unsure of how to answer some of those, but that's cool.
Yeah.
Is there anything? All right. Are we done?
I'm good.
I am okay as well.
Same.
Okay.
Are you okay, Marie?